Hello, everybody. How y'all doing on this, what is this, Wednesday afternoon? I know, I'm so confused on my days of the week half the time. I don't know when it is. But anyway, yeah, actually, just, as promised with the morning video, I said I would take a look at the weather real quick. And looks like we're in the upper 80s today, low 90s, but we're supposed to be approaching upper 90s for the weekend. So, and we definitely have had some clouds popping up throughout the day, moving throughout the day, and I did notice that there are. I did take a look at the radar. I did notice that there are some storms around us, some monsoon-like weather, but not actual monsoons. So, but yeah, it looks like kind of like that sort of weather, but it isn't actually monsoons, and doesn't. With looking at the weather forecast, at least with the local weather station, it looks like that we're not supposed to be getting any storms. But if we're in monsoon-like weather, possibility. So fingers crossed. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so. Yeah, today's reading kind of I don't know. It took me a minute to actually look at it. And as you can see, it's just these six cards. So, yeah, I just really had to really do some inner work and so forth, really tapping into my intuition and everything, to really do some interpretation with today's message. And part of it could be too, because just before I did my readings, I got notification that one of my lab results was ready. Kind of shaky. So I'm not too sure if I might actually be in menopause still or not. Because on the one hand, it's looking like things are normal for my stage in life or what have you, what a normal woman should be going through. But at the same point, it looked like maybe kind of borderline. I'm not entirely too sure. But there was I was more concerned with a couple of the other results that came back, but we'll see what the doctor has to say next month. And of course, we're still waiting on results from the endocrinologist. The one that came in was from the primary care physician with what she ordered. So yeah, we're still waiting on the results from the other for the endocrinologist too. So bigger picture, we'll know, hopefully what's going on and so forth. And of course, we'll have to wait and see what the doctors have to say. This is just based off of my limited knowledge with things, so we'll see. But it's definitely a couple of them were a little concerning, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I kind of wonder if some of what I had just seen is kind of playing into this a little bit, just to kind of give you all a little bit of a forewarning. All right, so anyway, Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck, seeing what sort of spirit animals that we have around us. First card that was pulled, I don't really pull this one all too much. The number 37 card, Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Okay, could also be relating to the Strength card. All right, the number 8 card in the Major Arcana, letting us know, hey, look, have strength right now. Okay, keep moving forward. All right, and that was pulled from the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, number 47 card, the Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. Okay, definitely would relate to, and especially since they're both looking at each other here. Okay, on the one hand, be generous of spirit, but also using your mind wisely. Also, from the top of the deck, the last card, the number 11 card, Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. All right, and all of those added up to 5, so definitely transformation, okay, going on here. Today I was called to the Good Tarot deck for the second deck. All right, so this is a 3-card spread as well. Bottom of the deck, the number 15 card, the Temptation card. Also, in the regular Rider or traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, that would be the Devil card. Okay, so definitely some temptation. Wanting to hold on to all of that, basically that earth element, our material possessions and so forth, being a little bit careful with getting too attached to our material realm, basically, is what it boils down to, okay? And it's definitely indicated with the next card. This one here, just to let you know, was pulled from the bottom of the deck, top of the deck. The number, this is the Nine of Earth, sorry. Yeah, the Nine of Earth, all about, you know, plenty, like things being luxurious and so on and so forth. Makes perfect sense, especially with her actually looking at the card, okay? You know, her actually looking at the temptation. Yeah, definitely we want to make sure that we're being very, very careful with getting too attached to our material possessions, okay? Because last card that was pulled, the number 10 card from the major arcana, Fortune's Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune card. Okay, so basically telling us to trust in spirit to provide everything that we need. Okay, and with this one, it added up to 7. Okay, again, trusting in spirit, trusting in our intuition. Okay, so and overall reading was 3. Okay, basically our creative self-expression and everything, which goes right back to our lion spirit with being generous of spirit, but at the same point using our mind wisely while we're being generous. Okay, and all of the you know, with being careful with our being too attached. On the one hand, being careful with being too attached with our, excuse me. On the one hand, yeah, be careful with being too attached with our material possessions, but at the same, and of course, being generous of spirit, of our spirit, but also being mindful. Don't give everything away. All right, we still have to have money to be able to live on and so forth, and you know, it's nice to have our luxuries and so forth, but at the same point, don't give everything away. Okay, be a little bit careful, be a little bit mindful with things, you know, especially, say for instance, with giving out too much information that doesn't need to be given out and so forth. Okay, just being a little bit careful with things, but at the same point also being mindful of not being too attached to things either, because we are supposed to be on a spiritual journey. Okay, and knowing that we're supposed to be on a spiritual journey, that's where our attachments should be. Putting our faith and trust in spirit to provide us with everything that we need. And that is where the transformation comes in. Okay? So, if you like this message, please like this video. Also, if you like everything that's coming out, subscribe and hit those notification buttons so that way you know when new videos are coming out. Also, if you want to see about sharing some positivity and so forth, please share these videos and go to the website, thenovemberstudio.com, so that way you can check out the new designs that are coming out and so forth. Calendars, goal tracking, and sticker designs. Also, we have Pride Month starting up tomorrow. We do have a Pride collection, so definitely go out there and check out that sticker collection. Okay, and you can color coordinate with the calendars as well. Okay, and I know I've been talking about the emergency cards, designs, and so forth. I know I'm working on them. Yeah, be on the lookout for those as well. I should have some time today. Yesterday I had something come up that I needed to take care of. Again, basically it was a continuation of what happened on Saturday. I think that was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I'm very confused as what happened this past weekend. It was pretty crazy. So, but yeah, I was basically finishing up with more or less finishing up. I'm still working on it a little bit, but I should be. I was pretty much wrapping up things with that yesterday. So, all right. Anyway, stop yammering. All right, hit those buttons and go to the website. All right. I love you all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.